Good evening, viewers. This is VVI Channel 1. My name is Arthur Peters. We are here on Matters Arising. And joining me tonight to have this conversation is our area father, Odudubareba One of Africa, Charles Oputa, Charlie Boy. Who will be joining us in this conversation very briefly as getting prepared for the launch of a book that tells the story of a legend. And I want to bring that very quickly so that some of you can, those of you who joined us in the last conversation with Area Father will remember of the book 999. Let us revisit that book quickly. I'll be coming back very shortly.
Are you ready for it?
I love the chase of the hunt. I set the pace when He walked through fire wearing leather and pain, half rebel, half preacher, dancing in the rain. Nigeria called him crazy 'cause the truth talks loud. Black sheep prophet standing fearless in the crowd. 999.
All right, that is it. The book 999 is set to hit the airwaves. Make sure you have a shot on the legend and what his life story is all about. Now, today we are going to unveil some certain things and questions people are still asking about him. Especially recently, something happened, and some people are beginning to, say some certain things, which I said, or the thing that come on that's the person in question will be able to take some questions regarding this issue, talking about the personality of Charlie Boy and his influence in the current generation. Let me quickly bring to you our legend, Odudubareba One of Africa, Charles Oputa, the area father,
Mama,
the area father
mama,
himself.
mama.
I got feel guy tata.
Eh?
Omo waga fugi, hi, Charlie, the Odudubareba himself.
Iru mbaloka, iru mbaloka.
Hey, it's good.
Mm.
It's good to have you, sir.
Yeah, nice to be here as usual. You know.
All right, sir. Can I get you waste your time? Time I did go late. I wait for a grandfather, a great grandfather.
Uh-huh. Ebiano. Odipanizi.
Other easy.
Ote gawusa nota.
Apụtazie nke nọ na-asọrọ ọkụ ka aka bụ nwatakịrị n'afọ.
Ọ na-amụ ọlụ.
Ọ na-amụ ọlụ. All right, area father, to start with, actually, with a very controversial. Some people see it as controversial. Some people may see it from a positive and from the negative perspective. The recent trend, some people are now saying, seeing what is happening with your Obo, your namesake, Charles Soludo, and the son. And people are saying and liking his son, Ozonna, to be the Gen Z version of Charlie Boy. How do you react to this? That is the question people are asking. How do you react to Ozonna?
Well, Emana Amosroma ọfụma I don't really know him that well, so I can only speak of what I know. But yes, it is true that the brand that was created, nicknamed Charlie Boy, is like a John the Baptist in the entertainment sphere. Okay, because oh yeah, bidolo, all of these shenanigans. Because before Charlie Boy came on the scene, anya moro ndị bụ ndị musician na ndị na-alụ na bank, you know.
Mm.
But Charlie Boy gave young people the impetus to be their real self. And just like Ozonna in the beginning, when they na-eche na Charlie Boy ekopugo, when they na-eche na onwere former, maybe he's a prodigal son. Amoro na the creator of Charlie Boy, which is Mr. Oputa. Agụrụ m ezigbo akwụkwọ. I went to the best schools, but ọ ife dị m n'obi ka m chọrọ ime, and which I did, and I succeeded at it. So maybe that is point of similarity I nwere. Ọ na-adịkwa m ka Ozonna na-achọ ime ife dị ya n'obi. I'm not interested in people's sexual preference. To each his own, I will always say. Onye na nke, onye na nke ya. Okay? But whatever one decides to do with his life, yeah, they show that he stays consistent. He won't let people confuse him or distract him. That he should stay focused on his own dream. And by so doing, 90% or 80% of the time, that will be a dream come true. So, Yangwama Ifone Kunuka, that is Ozonna. Okay. Not I've never spoken to him. Like I said, I'm Maseremi of Fuma. But I think he wants to live his own life his own way, which I don't have any problem with that.
Okay, so do you think that you is a kind of rebellion um, life? Some people are saying that he is rebellious, and just like Charlie Boy was rebellious. Has that
Mhm.
rebellion produced something positive for the society over the years for you?
Getting For me, I've
Yeah.
become the area father now.
Mm,
And then a mentor, the young people that I mentor, fashion, the young people that I'm active in their lives, fashion, okay?
yeah.
So, in another word, I've succeeded in my own personal dream and in my own personal journey. And a lot of people can attest to it because they've also benefited from my experiences and my life story.
Okay, talking about your life story, you're putting it in a book. It's in again
Mhm.
now. So what is the
Mm.
motive behind it?
Ọ bụ na m etinyere onye ga-eti ezi. That is number one. If I don't tell my story, the truth about my story, who is going to come to tell the truth like I will tell the truth? Nobody now.
Mm,
So if not now, when? If not me, who? Ọ bụrụ akwụkwọ ndị a Gowon fa na-ede na Babangida fa na-ede filled with lies. Nke m dị iche because I've been there, I've done that, and I'm still alive. And that is why 999 was documented. It's a documentation of my legacies. Onye chọrọ ịma ihe one na one Charly boy mere o jee gụọ akwụkwọ ahụ otu a ka ọ ga only you'll have an open mouth because some of the things are in the book, right? In fact, like I will go to just one issue, parenting. The way Namusi were zone abroad the way that I've been training my children, my grandchildren, or even my great grandchildren. It's a different way because I'm more hands-on, I'm more involved. I don't give orders. I have discussions with my children. But mgbe a mụrụ anyị from the way my father brought me up, iwu ka a na-eti n'ụlọ, and you dare not flunk any of it because ezigbo itali ka a ga-apịa gị. Ịpịaba ụmụaka itali these days, I say no child abuse.
Yeah.
So you don't do that anymore. Rather, you have conversations. So ihe dị iche. And through my experience, if I don't share my experience, even the bad ones, the not so good ones, if I don't share it with young people, gafafo, how my journey in particular have conquered myself, found myself in my journey, then kedizu ulu idezi akwụkwọ. So this is the much I can do for the community of youths in Nigeria, to tell my story, hoping that it will inspire and motivate young people to be their authentic best.
I get that. I get that point. That point is very clear, sir. We are hearing the voice of area father Charly Boy, and we are live on air right now. We are in this conversation, and there are other people who are joining us from the who have access to our Zoom link. We might make it public, but we don't want this video to be too long because we don't want to keep area father for so long. We want to briefly talk about the stories of his life in the book and part of the lessons and what we are expecting from that book that is about to be launched, I think, on 31st of this month, July.
This Friday. Yes, this Friday. This Friday. Yeah.
In Abuja.
No, in Lagos.
Oh, in Lagos.
We're going to launch in Lagos. Then in September, we're launching in London.
Yeah.
In November, we're launching in New York.
Wow. That is full loaded. Full loaded.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay, to the book which were the international global. Emmanuel Charly Boy is a global personality. From those times, although is you. Let me ask area father very quickly. Talking about this, sometimes I am about young people or younger generation now getting old. We look back in the 90s, we look back in the 80s, and look at Nigeria today. We normally say, oh, somebody like Fela that is gone. What will he say now when he was saying things about Nigeria? He doesn't know that things are going to get this worse now. Now Nigeria is happening to them at their back. People like, for instance, Sonio Kosi that sang the song, Which Way Nigeria? Which way Nigeria? Which way to go? I love my fatherland. I want to know. Now, that song, I think it was when they overthrew Chagari in the 1982 or thereabout that they released that song. When Nigeria was on the express road, we are asking which way Nigeria. Now, it is happening in our very before eyes. And you lived in the ancient and modern. Remember, Charly Boy with the ancient and modern. So tell us, living now among the new generation, what do you think you can summarize about your life as a Nigerian?
Ebe, somebody like me has already turned the president of frustrated Nigeria. Ebe Nigeria no.
I got you.
because we're all frustrated. But I thank God that I had a small opportunity that is before the Civil War, because I'm a baby bloomer. So I was born in the early 50s. So at least we saw I photo Nigeria nwere isi ebe 1 naira was equal to $2.
Mm.
Ebe nọ na-echange naira in America, not in America. Iwe naira, ije bank, they will change it for you. Ebe a na-enye scholarship, ụmụazị na-eto na mind their book, na-agụ mmalụ ezigbo akwụkwọ, a na-enyefa scholarship. You don't see all those things. Unfortunately, ndị Gen Z na ndị Millennium bụ ndị amụrụ after the Civil War who didn't have any opportunity to see those little goodness in Nigeria. So, Erieji Mwofa, they've always been hearing bad news, bad news, bad news. How do you want them to feel? So, things have shifted. Oge Fela dị ndụ, ọ na-ekwu, ihe ọ na-ekwu, some people would want to be funny and say, oh, he's a prophet. But ihe ọ na-ekwu bụ ihe na-eme in his time. He was just accentuating it. But from his time till now, it's gotten worse. Lagos ebe m bi, ị na-agagharị, ọ dịka a whole city bụ dustbin. All you see is dirt everywhere. Dirty, dirty, dirty. Onya ka m jiri gụọ egwu m gụrụ one time say, poto poto. Even during Babangida, agụkwa m another one. They waited for 1990. Babangida also kata na ọ ga-hand over. Ọ ma hand over. So, ebe ahụ ka problem anyị ncha niile si wee bido after the Civil War. E wee nye the Igbos only 20 pounds to start a new life. If you like, have 1 billion in your bank account, you only allowed 20 pounds. That was in 1970. But look at where the Igbos are today.
Honestly, since your life of activism, ụfọdụ ya na ike agwụgo mmọnwụ, but yet you have refused to retire. Your voice is always out there. You're always hoping that one day things is going to be.
Waiting, I want retire to now.
Mm.
In retire, maybe again.
So
Retire, maybe again.
we continue firing.
Chukwu nyere m ọnụ. Sị m ọ bụ na m enwere oke ọ bụ na o nwere ihe ọzọ m nwere ike ime, at least m ga-ekwu n'okwu. Mma anọdụ ife a na-emebisi ụmụaka anọdụ in problem. The youths are in problem. And the youths are na-ekwukwa n'okwu. The belief I have, ama m na ọfịa ahụ to see a Nigerian youth who is consistent, tenacious, and tremendously focused on ihe ọ na-eme. Okay? But I've met a lot of young people kuzikwala even as a grandfather, kuzilim a lot of things that I'm using in the now. That is why Charlie Boy can never finish, because I'm a student of life. These young people that I've encountered along my journey, what they've done to help my growth. Okay? Young people, certain young people, all sorts of funny benefit. They don't know that I also benefit. And what's that benefit? They keep me youthful. Okay? I know the lingo, I know how they think, and they keep me very useful. Because only through my age, yes, onye lu my age. Obu no nwere olu that speaks to your soul in alo that you enjoy doing. Na-enye ya obi aṅụrị. Okay? A man I know is a quarter to. Because if you're not moving, constantly reading, either okweyanwo or obolo dementia is set in, then a man say that true, you know, is a quarter to. So as long as there are young people who are exceptional and outstanding, Charlie Boy can never finish because there's quite a lot. And that is why I have hope in young people. Even though that most of them won't kafadikas. But I still have hope in the Nigerian youths.
You believe so much in the Nigerian youth. That's why you drove, and that is our meeting point. The ideology of our Mumu don't do. Our Mumu don't do.
Precise.
Now we be
Mhm.
government, and we still carrying on with that fire. We are not giving up. At least all we go name we go down there, they inspire. Today alive, that person, more one of the persons he inspire. And where a lot of people he inspire their lives and to keep on no matter the situation, you continue firing. If Charlie Boy at
That's true.
mid 70s, heading towards 80s, stay firing from all cylinders, then tell me why I'm going to give up on myself. That brings us to,
That's not an option.
yeah, that brings us to the book, the Charlie Boy and the Charles Oputa. People are still confused about the two personalities in one.
You when if you're not confused with her.
They want to know the difference between because they say yeah they got the point that now even DJ na Charlie Boy and Charles Oputa. So they want to find out who. I think it is even the Trinity came when they say what they come out the three personalities in one.
Oh, but also three. Fade four. Called
Yeah,
the five.
yeah, hey.
Now.
Even can happen
Onye na-asị onye mbatara n'ebe ọwụ na-asị unu abịago. Ọ bụrụ ịbịago, unu abịago. It's just a simple thing. Charlie Boy is a creation of Mr. Charles Oputa. Charlie Boy does not really exist. It's a creation. And it's a very wonderful creation. Why are they different? Because Charlie Boy can never be responsible enough to marry and stay in a marriage for 48 years.
Wow.
So that is Mr. Oputa. Then there's another personality, area Fada, the father of their fathers. Like I said in the beginning, somebody who is likened to John the Baptist because he started the trend of young people being their authentic self. He started that. Yeah? So he's father of their fathers. The name Odudu Bariba. Odudu Bariba is a spiritual warrior, my spiritual side. Because today, I'm only alive by his grace. Because I don't die since now. Long ago, the risks that I took, my stupidity at one time, my foolishness, I would have been dead long ago. But and that is the butterfly. And that is why I see Odudu Bariba as a spiritual warrior. Then Linda. Linda is simply my feminine side, my alter ego. Nke na-eme ka nwanyị. Or sometimes ndị mmadụ fana dị confused. Na nwoke ma unu dị sure na ọ bụrụ agịgị. Unu dị sure na ọ bụrụ gị. O nwere ka o si eme because Linda na-ete no pancake. Ọ na-ete lipstick. Okay, so o nwere ka ị esi nne Linda anya esi na I suspect this guy. But ọ nọrọ na that line at all. It's just the part that helps me to get in touch with my emotional side because I'm a very emotional person. And I assume nwoke adịrị ebe akwa. But Linda na-ebe n'akwa na Linda bụ nwoke ka ọ bụ. And onwe ihe na-enye Linda nsogbu dịka onwe one time prostate cancer na-achị ịdọgbu ya. Otibe mkpu ịma ka ụmụ nwaanyị si eme. Ụmụ nwaanyị they don't hold anything down. Ife metụta fa ga na-ekwuru buruzie nke fa. You know, they want everybody to know their condition, which is something that men should learn from. Onwe ife metụli ejekwana na-asị I want to be a man ka anyị na-edi. Ọ bụrụ nke ị ga-ebe mkpu ibe akwa ikpochapụ ya from your spirit, because if you keep holding it back on the pretense or the brainwashing that men don't cry, n'ebu nwoke.
Yes.
Ọnụna ka ị na-ana. Ụna ka ị na-ana akụrụ ya aka.
And many men have gone.
Precisely. Oh, ya ka o ji bụrụ that if we go this prostrate challenge, ụmụ nwoke na-adị enwe, the thing has gone. If you meet 10 people, 7 of them have prostrate challenges that they're battling through. So, I can just wepụtazie my time because I've gone through it. I'm a survivor of prostrate cancer. Wepụta my time, say I'll do heavy advocacy for men because most of the NGOs it's all about women and children. You can hardly find any. You can hardly find any. So I decided to toe that line to talk to my fellow men and to say that is not supposed to kill us. But we need to be very careful. We need to be very responsible about our health. Because as captain of the family, if the head, you can draw the head, the head is not stable, how does that family move on? So, all form one and children can check. And wives should make sure that their husbands are taking their health very seriously.
Of course, honestly, area father, and this is part of the things you put in the book because your book is passing.
Yes.
To be a manual for young men and even old men to overcome their biggest threats in life, especially when they are aging. Honestly, and when that book is out, of what are they available on sale for people to buy?
Already, it's on Amazon. It's on Amazon. It's on a lot of book clubs, so people can order it. Nkaineme on the 31st is the official launch, but it's an exclusive thing because it's OBJ that is hosting. So, but MSC Nkaineme on the 31st of July, which is Friday. Inge make my own for my own crowd, my fans, and my own kind of people. Friends of OBJ, and because we want to raise money, and the money we're raising that day, 100% of it is going back to the foundation. So can we name the free testing I name we do in communities and everywhere. Yeah.
That's fantastic. That is fantastic. Honestly, that is fantastic. Even at this point, you know, is targeted to serving humanity, and that is what you've always stood for. You know, many people do not understand. I believe by now they are beginning to have a clearer perspective. No wonder they try to liken Charlie Boy with Ozonna. You know, Ozonna, ọ nọkọta ọ dị ka nwatakịrị a na-eme ka nwaanyị ụfọdụ asị na-ada mma ọ na-akpụkọ n'onwe bebi ọkụ
Yeah.
bebi ọkụ ka ọ na-akpọ onwe ya. You say, okay,
Yeah.
Charlie Boy bụ Charlie Boy, ya nwa wuru bebi ọkụ. You know, at some point, people were, you know, the testing of the guy. People were just so, you know, aggressively against the guy, but consistently, the guy
Mm.
and can they change gear? Can they change gear? Then people beginning, and then I want this guy and what direction Charlie Boy in edge or there? Can this guy in edge? If that is the case, what qualify this guy in the very very bad because they have seen a blueprint that have played out before him that actually this guy might
Oh.
going towards the direction Charlie Boy went to, and of which is 100. You know, in fact, it has been a wonderful experience for Nigerians having somebody like you in our generation. So,
Mm.
so that is where the comparison started. Okay, and although some people at some point tried to use that feminine
Something bad, something
yeah,
negative.
something negative,
Mm.
and they bad not tribal with negativity. Okay, so
Yeah, people, they give it a lot of interpretation. Oh God, that was how it was in my beginning. I had to fight it. But you see, there's nothing consistency. Consistency. Once you're consistent and you stay focused and faithful to that your dream, you will get there.
mm,
Ọ mgbe ịlụsiri di ya ndị mmadụ na-asị a ga-apụtazi asịba anyị ma na nwa nwere uche anyị ma na ọ ga-turn out good.
mm,
It's a lie. Because in the beginning, ife na-ebido o nwere onye dị sure where it will anchor. Okay?
you're
Oh
correct.
yeah, that is why I always preach about consistency. Look at you people now. You've been doing this thing for how many years now? And gradually you're expanding. Your ministry is growing gradually by gradually.
Yeah.
And ihe na-eme a lot of young people. Ejide nke a eme ya for 1 or 2 months. Ọ bụ na ọ dị ka ọ dịrị akwụta ụgwọ.
Mm,
Atọgbọ ya ebidokwa another one. Not knowing ọ bụ na ịkpọdoro isi na nke anyị na-eme, maybe ị ga-emepụta ya something,
you're correct.
you know.
No,
So,
it is correct.
wee bụrụ ya.
It is correct, sir. Thank you very much. I think almost some people not here on the Zoom that might want to join the conversation and maybe ask.
So why not, you know?
Can we do with
Yeah.
Andy?
Dubai.
Yeah, Chinedu, I'm here. Fada, good evening. And
Good evening, onye nke m.
yes, so anyị na-ene anya ka afọ ka akwụkwọ gị ga-esi dị ụda, even though na-esi n'ọnọgụ na Amazon already, is already in the public domain, you know. But officially, Baba Obasanjo will launch it on Friday.
Yes.
People are looking towards that launching. I mean, people are at that cadre. You've already said that you will do your own launching for people like us, people on the street.
People like me, my fans. Ndị nke m.
People like us, every million to donate. Anyway, the question in charge, their foundation, is it basically for ndị portrait issue your foundation targeted
Yes, now.
towards. Uh-huh.
Yes.
So,
In fact, the foundation, nine all the three things I know at the foundation. And the job is to just help people to offset their bills, their bills for examination, their bills for their regular checkup. Only they in doubt. Obolo na any hospital charge, for instance, like 100,000. I suppose it is constitutional for us to pay at least 70% of that money on your behalf. That is why we're asking for donation, because Oboro, if a one person get meal, okay.
all
But
right.
in the foundation, there are three main things that we do. Things that concern mental health, because not all of us are mentally healthy. Most of us, mental health has become an equally the situation and the biting poverty. It's in Abakazi, most of us. But how do you identify that? Then the third one is I involved within them where diabetes. But
Okay.
can I promote right now for prostate diseases?
Okay. All right. Okay. One other question I want to ask, Bo, Emma, the public most times, here na trend bụ bad news, makwa negativity, ma ịmago for ihe I mean negativity, bad news, ọ ya
Yeah.
na trend karịa. Enwego situation nọ, people will ask me, or Charlie boy ka gị na ya na-emekọ. Hey, Charlie boy bụ ndị mmụọ, ọkala mmadụ. So this your book, Charlie Boy and the area and the Charles Oputa, you know, I want to know because I've not read the book. Again, you are the author. When people read the book, would they understand that difference between Charlie Boy and the area father? Giving examples,
You
because the
know,
way they look
Charles
at Charlie
Soputa
Boy, they look
and
at Charlie
Charlie
Boy
Boy.
as a bad boy. They look at area boy.
In a Charles Oputa and Charlie Boy, which I've
Yes,
already
yes,
said, they are two different things.
yeah.
Onye Jello School, kotere ezigbo akwụkwọ. Ọ gụọ my book, ọ ga-amalụ what is what. Onye bụkwanụ mumu, o nwere ike gụba that book from now till ọnwụọ, o nwee ihe ọ ga-aghọta, because once a mumu, always a mumu. Especially if you're mumu na factory fitted. Sorry for you. Because apụtara cannot say I'm trying to please anybody. I'm not trying to please anybody. But the truth, all the time is nothing but the truth. So help me God. And whether as an Charles Bundemo Monagwogo, who created that image, was still Charles Oputa. Or iwepụta picture ebe ị na-alarụ na-akpati ozu. What does that make you? Ndị na-aghọtara, they will not know that akpati ozu ahụ ebe a eji larụ wee see picture. No, it's nothing but wood. Osisi ka eji alụ ya na onwe ndị na-alụ akpati ozu. But the connection they will give to the interpretation fa ga-enye ebe ahụ na mmadụ ji eje ọ ka nwụrụ ọlara na-akpata ozu. O nwekwa ihe na-afụrụ ya onye mmụọ, o nwee ihe na-afụrụ ya udu n'ime ọfịa. So you see, different, like I will always say, people see what they see from where they stand. So if you're standing on I floating ignorance. Oh, so negative things. If you're gonna battle, no be. Okay, but if you're standing on wisdom, truthfulness, and the need to know, to learn, then you will see beyond what other people are seeing. That is why I say people see what they see from where they stand. Because if you're an ignorant person, you'll always be seeing all ignorant things that can happen, useless things, you know. So, well,
Uh,
but I'm not here, I'm Romsika, not try please everybody,
anybody,
cool
yeah.
anything bad. Onye ọbụla sọrọ ya kwuo nke ọ chọrọ ikwu nke a gbasara ya. Mụ a ana m eme nke m chọrọ ime, and nke a gbasara mụ onwe m. And that is why I can sleep easy in the night. I always look young and refreshing because I'm always useful to my community and to young people and to every single person I come across in this journey of life. At least I try.
And that is
So mụ enwere nsogbu.
that is the most important thing about life, honestly.
Mụ enwere nsogbu.
Mm.
Ịma na nna m mụrụ m, asị m, o nwere ka agụ mụọ ihe soro ogologo. Agụ ga-amụ agụ. And it's the training in terms of fairness, in terms of integrity, in terms of values and principles. Nna m gbara m n'ime my blood. Ọ ka nọ there. So Onzuzu nọ na-ezuzu initially when I was much younger. Because if you're 24 years old, you'll be behaving like a 24-year-old now. How can a 24 years old be behaving like a 70-year-old? That's not possible, no? Okay. So I was acting out my age in search of my identity, myself. Because don't forget, I come from a home where my father's image was too suffocating for me. I didn't like it. I wanted my own. I wanted my own thing, to do my own thing, to be my own person. And thank God I succeeded. And thank God he realized that before he died. So he died a happy man. He died a proud man. And that's the only thank you I can say for how he brought me up.
That's really fascinating, honestly speaking. Other people not quite here. There are other people right here, and we want to give them opportunity to speak.
Me, I'm gingered now.
Hey,
And
hey, we are fine.
that is, no, ka some ndị na-amụrụ na-aghọta some things. Because ịma na ihe na-enye anyị nsogbu bụ ignorance. I've always said if my people knew better, they will do better. I say, kedu ebe onye isi na-achị obodo? He's a Nigerian, at least as far as we know. But so he's from among us. Nigeria. And that is why I keep saying, regardless of the fact that I live in Nigeria, regardless, I will not allow the Nigerian way and mentality to live in me. Impossible. So I might be living in Nigeria, in Aja, as a matter of fact, the game called Ajanos. But the potopotoness of the mentality, the uselessness of the idiots and the mumu people in Nigeria will never affect me. So already I see myself as a different entity from these people. from these people, the arrogant, useless, mumuish Nigerians. More, I don't do Nigerian time. You can't give me an appointment for 8 o'clock and I'll come 1 minute past 8 because we're in Africa or we're in Nigeria. I'm doing Nigerian time. I don't do those things. If you give me an appointment for 8, I likely will be there 7:30.
Never possible.
So I don't have any Nigerian way inside me, but I understand how Nigerians think. I understand if I told you how they behave. I understand if I stay with you for 5 minutes, I can figure out who exactly you are and what you're about. It was how I was trained, and a lot of people seem to forget that I'm a PR person. Onke nguru na school, public relations. Onke nguru na school. So I'm KCMA more very big. ACMA, something ordinary, look fantastic. So I do those things. It's second nature.
Yes. Regarding what you said,
Okay, you're feeling me. I couldn't feel for you.
of course, very loud and clear. In fact, I want some people now, Joe. Somebody was asking, I think, Aderi Felicia said, where can I buy your book? Charlie Boy, Papu Kuta, Carbon Copy. Love you and your lovely wife who really understand you best. That is a comment.
Go to Amazon. Go to Amazon.
Okay, go to Amazon and get.
Yeah, the Amazon or Kobo.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you had him. You can go to Amazon to get the book. They will have a hard copy of the book, right? And one can wear the soft copy that is downloadable.
Yeah. Yes, firmware, both hard and soft copy. You know, so you dictate what you want. Which one?
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. That's okay. So, on any other person that have anything for Charlie Boy, in this conversation, because as common yakubu, I will teach good about quarter, you know.
Fada.
Nne.
Mgbede ọma ka anyị sụọ Igbo.
Ngwa n'usoro
imekwa m ya achịkọtara m ọchị. Area boy, area man, nwere nke echero. Ịkalile egwu na ekele ka m na-enyegodu gị. Maka na ịkụzigola nọ consistency nọ nya bụ ya. Maka na ọtụtụ kịta bụ mama nsi nọ ebe n'ubi ebe n'ọba. Ebe ife ọbụla ị ga-aka pụtara apụta ozugbo agbaghị ya. And ife nghọtagodi ị na-akọwa bụ you can make something out of something.
Yes,
Now n'obi gị and feeling inferior in life no matter what people may think or no matter what people may say. But how they will grade you at the initial stage. No, believe in yourself. Trust in yourself. At last, if you cannot be there, you join them. When I am very, very happy how you addressed to our men, like Mazi Chinedu at the NDBC there. Because speak out. Oye mmiri na-eri iwe n'aka mara ebe esi gaa azọ gị. So iduga ụmụ nwoke ndụmọdụ kịta na ọ bụrụkwanụ so ụmụ nwanyị N'ibe akwa ibe akwa ibesisia that grief ibesisia anya ife afọ sudo gị na obi and iyaba oya don't hide feelings don't hide sickness n'izobe oya ezobe gị gbuo gị bani ibani and ka ndị mmadụ rapụ ịfụtaba ihe true sentiment like ịkọwagola kịta ọ chịtọkwa m na dis akpati ozugbo osisi ka eji alụ ya nọ ire onye kwere nọ the spirit dịzi anya ife ikwetelu so ekenere gị nne wee kenekwa gị maka that launching of your books at least maka post-streets otu ị ga-esi nya ma NGO ị na-achọ ibido it is only God we provide. Ọ ga-emetụta ndị mmadụ aka n'obi because you are there to help people. You are not fighting for yourself alone, but you are fighting for the benefit and betterment of people. Ife akwụkwọ ga so onye ọbụla should try to cooperate with you. Ya na ọya ndị ọzọ fụ a na ịma na muli ịma na onwerozi ife agụla agụzula ebu na Nigeria and ikwusigie okwu gwuo in fact okwu niile ikwu bụ gbagam so amụtakwa m ife n'aka go everybody nke ị na-ememesi ike ibido is parents gị nwee ike ịjụ gị mana prove to them na ịma ife ị na-eme na ị na-eme uche akọkwana gị no ị na-eme ya nwee ife ibu n'obi ifocus to this thing na ịga like ị mara nkịta nwere ebe a na-elodu moto ebe anyị na-elodu moto somebody nwee ike bido si na ya wee bido paakị nke ya ọ na-elodu ọkada amụbi ya ọkwa ifo obidie so everything starts with a day and somebody ga-ebido ife wee mebie sa ekene gị jisie ike arimen nke iru ka yon late daalụ sọ
daalụ okwu ekwu ọtọ daalụ.
That is in queue for you. Very, very bold and one of our most reliable partners in this journey in our advocacy for good governance. Thank you very much, Ma. Henry came in. Henry, I want to speak. I want you to you because time now not quite kwarapu.
Yes.
Okay, Henry, fire.
Yeah, I will very brief. First and foremost, I want to ascribe maximum respect to only area Fada, one of the universe. So, area Fada, I want to think who come on now. Only one thing because I was from this part of the country. And only one fundamental mistake I maybe, which is a succession problem. We lost Ojukwu, and we're on Yemeha. The same thing is Zeke. I can understand that problem later. So, you come with everything, you mean different things to different people. You were very brave, courageous, irrevocably controversial. Even up to this night, your name still ring bell. So, mana, oya tokwa toma, kita si go ndi zopota. Okay, what you know?
Yeah.
Yes, so nyaka na bodo wana si onwokwa plan in the make where at least somebody that maintain that brand. At least addition where Charlie boy concept around us for long.
Obro ihe na-eme na-achọ onye ga-succeed him. It's something I do for free. I have 10 children biological, but in reality, I have more than 24 children. Okay? I Mfurana, a young person, the focused, mali hot a lot of life. Onwe kosi make a move so that pleases my heart. I adopt that person straight up.
Oh, if I know.
Mma kọwale ndị niile akwụrụ school fees for and all that, and they change their real name na azazi oputa. Okay?
Yes.
So, but I don't go about it like onye nchọrọ ịzụ ka ọ bịa continue ebe, because nobody can be me. I am already taken. And just like
Yes.
you, Najuma Jojo Nagwamoku, you are already taken. The only thing is that they can succeed in being better than you. Just like I
Of course.
believe that some people can succeed in being much better than me, but you cannot have the original. Okay?
Yes.
So my own is to just keep doing. My own is to any situation, environment that I find myself in, and I see a willing soul that is eager to learn, eager to grow, eager to be consistent and be tremendously focused. I'm going to help that kid, no matter how small, what I can contribute to his or her life. So I heard them no by name since any dromepota set you up a school, menka, where I'm trying to find who will take over. I'm not looking for that. But I'm sharing my experiences with young people so they can learn from it and use it in a very positive way.
Hello.
You're correct.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, Dalurin na ikuka area Fada. Dalurin na.
Thank you, Henry. Thank you for your submission. I really appreciate that your submission there. Quickly before we wrap it up, I want to bring you for the benefit of those who are just joining or who didn't start with this our live conversation with Charlie Boy. Talking about the book, let us quickly bring it to you. It is coming live on the launch in Lagos on 31st on Friday, 999. I'll be right back, just a few seconds. Just in a few seconds, we'll be able to bring you, some of the highlights of that book.
Are you ready for it?
Yeah, hello, sir. I'm here. We are taking a review of the book.
Area Fada, do na theater. Just some minutes.
Just some minutes, I'll be right back.
Asimo on a fukwa muroku na-ekwo here. Eba dị too hot.
I get what I get.
He's coming back, sir.
That fair. It's only for your eyes. When are the two codes?
Anamafia, Manaka, I will tell the people the commercial for the book. Can them mother the book we're talking about 999 that tells all the story about the legend Charlie Boy. So stay around just in a few seconds. We're coming right back for those who are just joining.
Are you ready for it?
I love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm. He walked through fire wearing leather and pain. Half rebel, half preacher dancing in the rain.
Just some minutes.
Nigeria called him crazy cause the truth talks loud. Black sheep prophets standing fearless in the crowd. 999.
Oh, yeah, nice.
Government they could never control. 999. Poetry trapped in one soul.
All right, you're welcome back again. Sorry about that interruption. The book we're talking about is 999 by. Sorry about that. The book we are talking about is 999 by Charlie Boy that tells the story of a legend that is still here with us. It's an opportunity for us to tap into his experience, his life, and also learn from it. And also for men, it's an opportunity to tap into the foundation laid by area father Charlie Boy, the Odudu Babari one of Africa. You know why it is important? I will say that to Charlie Boy. Area father, Emma, why it is important for us to, you know, highlight on some of these, especially your personality. You know, some people might say, "Oh, na na nwoke a jọkakwa njọ mmadụ na nwoke a nụwa anatanwukwu ego mmadụ anyị anatanwukwu ibe n'aka ya," you know, that kind of a thing. So the foundation onye kwesịrị benefit from it because of his or her mindset. Hey, mba, hey, papa m, ọ na-ayakwa prostate cancer. Hey, papa m, I will not go and join and benefit from that foundation because of perception, because they don't understand. And that is what the Bible says. Say, my people perish for lack of knowledge, lack of understanding. So I could be critical for us to um, hear from the area father himself, explaining himself, telling his story to the people, because his story had been a kind of a misery to so many people who may not understand. So that is why we brought him live on this program to give us a brief of what he has written down in a book. So you need that book, you can go to Amazon, you can get it from Amazon, order whether soft copy or hard copy, you will get it from there. So I think NDBC is here. NDBC, you can unmute yourself because I muted everyone.
All right.
Uh-huh. Area father can if you can
Yeah, he's still here.
Okay. Odudubariba, you can unmute yourself because you are muted. Everybody was muted by the commercial. So you've heard what I said about the concept, people's conception about you, their perception about you, and their willingness to benefit from your foundation, which you have laid for fathers, for brothers, and for grandparents who might be going through prostrate challenges. So, Kamadagari there, when they deprive only what the blessings that is already being, been available for them. So, area father, so the foundation email, people, do they need to register and be a member of the foundation, or how can people access the foundation?
Okay, it's simple. It's very simple. If you go to charlieboyfoundation.org, O-R-G, okay? Okay, put to get through all the necessary procedures. You fill the form, you quote what state maybe is, you know, Obuni may go test before. We would also like to see the sample of the text and send it to our own doctor who will appraise it, because you know, onwegasi, we're not all over yet. Okwaika na ebido since last year we really started. So, but we're in Enugu, we're in Port Harcourt, we're in Akwa Ibom. So onye detaziela anyị letter through the foundation site.
Okay.
If you access the site and you write to us, then we now give you instruction where the nearest place you can go to. But ebe a m kọwara Enugu, Akwa Ibom, what's the other? I think we're in Abia
Port.
too.
Port
Port
Harcourt.
Harcourt. Yes. So we're expanding gradually. And that is why, like I would say, Obro Oluofonye, you know, we men, we need to come together, support each other in this thing. It's just not if it's something that gives me a high. And like as I said, mgbe anyị na-ekwu okwu, anything that is speaking to my soul, mma na-eme obi anwụrụ eju m, afọ eju m, nlarụkwanụ nke bụ ụla na anyasị. Anything like that always gingers me.
Anyway, the second one, equal about the mental health.
Yes,
right now, okay, go.
But you know, I actually because we are short staffed. Number one, we are expanding though rapidly. So unke unwelo experience in guys bido. You understand? Till Anyakulusia how we want to stand, then we can branch out into other things.
Okay, because when you talk about mental health, millions of Nigerians are suffering. Mental health.
Before, and I say, na the black men sirike, we don't go through depression. Disease adrebu black people because we're used to dirty and potopoto, you know, kind of lifestyle, you know, all those things. But I say,
yeah,
you know, the way the economy is even affecting our men mentally. Half of what you see is and I want to explain something. Ndị a na-asị na isi adịrọ mma, ọ bụrụ ndị gbalala pụọ na main road gbara ọtọ na-agarị mba. It's in their way of reasoning, the kind of things that they do sometimes. Ị na-asị onwe ihe nwoke ma nwụrụ, onwe ihe o selu ka ọ la mmanya, it is ka o si emezi like this or ka o si ekwu like that. Okay, na nghọta? So a lot of people are losing it because they are slipping into depression. If I'm not busy, I'm atoputagum because I'm going ka akwụkwọ. And may notice anytime madro busy, ona dika depression na chi Egypt amaka. So I've learned to keep moving. Whatever, keep moving, keep reading, keep expanding because and the more you allow yourself to want to know, the more calmer and at peace you will be. That's my belief.
In that note, I think I should recommend for us, Chinedu, for us to be hosting Fada at least once a week. Kebidogo na mental health no because Fada in a host Fada a week. Ya no na akpakwa ndị mmadụ amụ na-ekwu okwu. Enwe okwu ya ga na-ekwu. Knowledge, information. In the process, people are now just like in Kiruno here. I recently ọdụ ọnwa accident wee nọ n'ofu ebe. Mana ifu ka ikwusi okwu ọsị na amụ na-atụ ya sọsọ amụ na-atụ ya sọsọ amụ na-atụ ya so enwere life inyere ya that mental illness or disease, you know, it has a lot to do with engaging mind. Your mind it do busy. It do active like this. Like when Muchinedu and myself, Joy. We can I am Ketano. Mfuran a case of injustice. Passionately I wake up and start fighting it. More enjoy the something against bad governance, maybe in Anambra State here. And when you feel Professor Soludo, another element of as a professor of economics, I'll just be wondering why wouldn't this man, why should this man do this thing? This thing will come where and all my because in a school. Some of us know school, in a he wants the opportunity to experiment and execute that which you were teaching in the class or which you taught in the class. You know, say na field every question me own email on our so for such a situation like this, what the governor should do, which he's not doing passionately, that thing in me will stand up. I don't know how I got him that time. I will be alert. All my system adokwa manava or hormone na mmadụ ka ọ dị active. He just activated my system and I will start writing. That period there's something like this. Ogodu na fever, malaria and I'll be strong again. People from maybe from the previous day, from can say, oh, I brought this guy around. So what I'm saying in nutshell is that motivation. I have different ways of assessing our motivation. We are something they motivate. Yeah. So if what motivates you, area father, is to fight against injustice or to fight for justice, a man that in mental sickness, I say ever for now. So I would recommend that
When I was young, I had them around like 8 years old or 12 years old. My father at that time. Odike were nike webuwa misi. Wolezi akwụkwọ niile Julius Caesar and we fire nisi. Okay? But the way he went about it was too aggressive, which made me be afraid of learning. Okay, na fear kita.
Resist, yeah.
But he was always telling me, for Christ's sake. Honestly, wherever you see injustice, fight it. If you don't fight it, the thing will turn around and it will chop your head off. Chop my head off, God forbid. Okay? But that was conditioning. Okay, now,
yeah.
It was later I realized it was conditioning. But it was conditioning. So, Obolo, and it can only come from a place in your heart. Because after all, the good book, love your neighbor as yourself, simple, but very difficult. Very difficult. Yeah.
Okay, sir. I think.
Because MD, Chinedu.
Yeah.
Because ma onwe ncho to area father. Ma ya kan we time some highlight on sometimes it's good to write, but in case we know most auto I know can permit some tidbits likely signs when webe rostrate to otu suba chali na systems otu si ebido, so that if we what amoro mo for right now, like in a very quick
if you go to the foundation,
okay,
then from there now you can know even the question to ask. Okay. Everything is there. Yeah.
DJ Dalu, thank you.
No problem. No problem.
It's almost
Ngwanu Chinedu, anyị ekwugo
yeah. Thank you so much, Area
anyị
Father.
ekwugo.
I'm so
Yeah.
glad.
Thank you for having me. Nugo.
We will continue.
And Jisinike.
Daalụ sọ.
Jisinike, oh.
Daalụ sọ.
Chinedu yọkwa mgbaghalụ maka late ị na-abịa ifu na o ji idea wee kwuo okwu maka ya.
And the
Yeah, ọkwa idea.
the lateness is as
yọkwa biko.
Yeah, earlier Father, biko esogbu na gbaghara na our system, we are trying to put everything in order back again. Ka ebe akwa life.
No.
Now will be coming up every week for this program. We have a lot. I have a lot today, not on our archives, not on our program to bring out that will benefit the society, and you are part of it. So because we are taking the same journey together. Now, for the reason somebody took on this same spot since almost 1 o'clock, just took land at the same place till now, not going anywhere. So ọdụrọla izi ọ na-agba ọ na-akụ kpata.
Ọdụrọ fella.
Ọ maka resources Tinubu tiela anyị ntamu, o tiela anyị ntamu area Fada. Anyị chara ịda mental sickness na ya.
Ndị maka permutation nkịta bụ na na-ekwuzi okwu tetem ya bụ ife dị egwu.
At this point, because gentlemen, we will call it a day. We will convey back again. Thank you so much, Kiru. Thank you so much, Ndubisi. Thank you so much, Henry, and all our viewers who have been joining in this program. Don't worry. Nke a will testing the microphone. By the time I hit the ground, we were running. Everybody will say, we don't come back. Okay? And your voice will definitely be heard.
Yes,
and above all, thank you, Area Fada, for joining us tonight.
Thank you, Area Fada.
May your days
thank
long.
you.
May your days
Thank
long.
you.
All right. On this note,
Amen.
I'm calling it
Thank
off.
you very much.
To you. Same to you.
Thank you very much. So that is it, my people. We are done with this conversation with Area Father. Thank you for joining us, and thank you for being part of this program. So far, so good. Make our time to connect on this platform, share, like. We are dropping back-to-back updates that will inform you, that will empower you, telling you undiluted truth without looking at anybody's face. Be part of this great community, GGM, and this great platform, BVI Channel 1, so that together we can build a better society. My name is Alfred Peter, your advocate for good governance. And on this, I'm signing out for tonight's program. Good night and have a wonderful night, friends. Bye-bye for now.